Hey everybody, Dave Williamson, the Toy Car Collector, coming to you live from my Hot Wheels room in Portland, Oregon. And I have been waiting, I wouldn't say waiting, I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my 500th video. This is my 500th video on YouTube. I've been making YouTube videos for almost 7 years or something like 7 years, maybe more. 500 videos. I try to make as many as I can. Basically, what I like to do is share what I find with you and the things I like, conventions, stories, pictures, and that kind of thing. I like to share that with you. Now, for my 500th video, I had a bunch of ideas. They just kept going through my head, and then I wasn't ready. And, you know, it's like when you're a young kid and you're trying to do a book report and it's due in a month, and you just, you know, you can't get any ideas. And then finally, the last day, the night before, the morning before, you finally decide, look, I'm just going to throw together something and just throw it out there because this roadblock has got to go away. And that is what it's been for me. It's been a roadblock because I have lots of videos to make. I've actually filmed like 3 or 4 different collection openings, things like that, but I couldn't do them because it's got to be the 500th video. So originally, I was going to do the convention, which was the 1st of April, but it was just so much fun just hanging around with my friends, going out to eat, looking at Hot Wheels, goofing off. And so that just didn't happen. So then I was going to do something special with Hot Wheels, like maybe show you my 1968 store display, which is over. See, I can't even get my arm over there. It's right there. It's not the whole display. It's just the inside rack of the 1968 store display. So I was going to put my favorite 16 US Hot Wheels on it, my favorite 16 Hong Kong Hot Wheels on it, and it was like, no, my wife thought that wasn't cool enough. And like I say, I was going to do the convention. I was going to do like a review of like the last 100 videos and all. I had all these ideas, but you know what? This morning I finally decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just a short story about how I got to be the toy car collector and how I got involved in all this crazy collecting of Hot Wheels and Matchbox, Johnny Lightning, and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? Actually, let me show you. I got to look at the screen here. Oh, that light is crazy. Let me show you. This is how actually my YouTube video started, with this crazy thing. The Johnny Lightning store display, only one known in the world. It comes with 90 cars, which were on it when I got it, but I took them off to polish them up a little bit and clean them up, but they were kind of faded. So, you know, soon after I thought, maybe I could replace them all 90 cars with really shiny, pretty cars. So I bought a big collection, I put it away, and I've never gotten around to it. And now I've gotten used to it being empty like that, and I really like it. So what am I going to do? Maybe someday I'll put the cars in it, but you know, hey, what? I tell you what, I've got so many things I've never done. Like down here, let me show you. Down here. Whoa, come on. See, this thing is tracking me. It's tracking me. Let me turn off the tracking for a second. And then I can go down and over. This right here, 1970 store display. I bought this store display in the 90s, maybe 98, 99. And it came with no cars on it. And I have put together all the cars that need to be on this. And I have never put them in there. And it's been over 20 years. That's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. I need to do that. But I'm just not motivated to do it because I get used to stuff like that. And I just leave it alone. A couple of other things I need to do. See this store display over here? 1968. That's a beauty. Over here. That one, let's see. Can we come over here? Yeah. This one over here is like a 1975. But I have a reproduction of a store display that I bought from a guy in Europe, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, and I have not opened it yet. It's still in its original box. That's just crazy. Not to mention, I got several other things I've not opened, including my good friend Terry from Atlanta sent me a box of muscle machines in 2017, July, and I have not opened that box yet. And the reason why I haven't opened that one is because I'm afraid that if I see these muscle machines, I'm going to want to start collecting them. You know, you know how much room I have left in my house for collectibles? About this much. That is it. So anyway, let me show you a little bit of how I got to be where I am today as Dave Williamson, the Toy Car Collector, www.ToyCarCollector.com. Be sure to check out all my videos. They're very, very good. I love every one of them, except for maybe a couple. And they're great. And thank you. And I forgot to say thank you. Thank you for watching all my videos. It's been really great. And I really appreciate it. And if you have a Hot Wheels collection to sell, you know where to go. Right here, ToyCarCollector.com. So let's get started with the story. Hey everybody, all right, let's take a look at the history of Dave Williamson, the toy car collector. First image I have for you is the toy car collector. That's right, me, Dave Williamson, in 1959. Now, I don't remember this at all, but I was just a little tiny baby in 1959, and those are the toys I had: a top. Everybody had a top and a doll and a pull-along back in the day. Now, when it comes to collecting toy cars, my earliest memory is 1967 when I got this Matchbox number 67 Volkswagen 1600 TL. I remember because my neighbor wanted to play with it real bad, and I said, no, you can't play with it. Just leave it alone. And I didn't want those doors to be broken, the opening doors. Soon after that, I got this carry case, the 1968 Matchbox 72 car case with 6 trays, holds 72 cars in a trifold edition, and I went to work collecting Matchbox to put in it. Now, very soon after, in 1968, Hot Wheels came out, and the first Hot Wheels car that I ever got was a purple Diora in the blister pack. Bought that at the local Western Auto Store in Sandy, Oregon, where I grew up. Population 990. It was a great time growing up. But, you know, in 1971, better yet, Sizzlers came out and lost interest in rolling Hot Wheels and had to have some Sizzlers. Man, oh man, were those things so cool. But you know what? I really was more interested in bicycles. We were all more interested in bicycles, and I had a bicycle similar to this one, an AMF. Mine was an Aerobee. It was black, had the stick shift in the middle, and I got that bicycle, I believe, in the 7th grade, because I got my first bike in the 2nd grade and my second bike, which was much cooler, in the 6th grade. And then when I graduated from high school in when I graduated from grade school in 1972, I got a Schwinn Continental, and man, I went everywhere on that Schwinn Continental. And I was no longer collecting Hot Wheels at that point. I was looking forward to my first car, which I was already saving up for with my summer job. It's 1972. 8th grade, I was already working at the local fruit stand all summer long and part of the winter. And then in 1974, I started seriously thinking about cars. In 1975, I got my first car, which was a 69 Pontiac Catalina. Now, here's a picture of me in 1976 when I was graduating high school from Sandy, Oregon. And now, I didn't really collect Hot Wheels in that time until 1982 when my son was born. Here's his picture, tiny, tiny baby Derek, 1982. And I started looking at Hot Wheels at Fred Meyer store in Portland, Oregon, and I found the Real Riders, and man, were those cool. You remember those? The Real Riders, they were fantastic. Also the superheroes. Here's a picture of me in 1988. Oh my God, what a handsome fella. Standing next to what I believe is I was thinking it was a Fiero, but I think it's a Ferrari. But it looks so primitive at this point. Or is it a Lotus? It might be a Lotus Esprit. Anyway, 1988 Auto Show. Look at those people in the background. That is so 80s, man. So 80s. Still not collecting Hot Wheels quite yet. Then, soon after that, my father-in-law at the time gave me a copy of the Toy Shop magazine. The Toy Shop magazine, where people advertised all kinds of toys for sale. And in that magazine, I found a seller in Ilion, New York, who sold Matchbox models by mail. So I bought Matchbox world-class models and regular models. And here's a picture of me in, I think, either late 88 or 89, taking a photo of the Matchbox cars that I had collected. And I believe there's actually a Hot Wheels in there. It looks like an alien, a red one. I think there might be Hot Wheels in there too. Can't really tell. I had a Pentax camera, and my goal was to become a competent photographer and take pictures of cars and hang those on the wall and share those. Soon after that, I found a local store in Portland, Oregon, what was called Shelby's World of Wheels. And so I went over there and bought my first Redline Hot Wheels car, a 1969 57 T-Bird. Oh my gosh, I was hooked. And because I had a cell phone in 1989, and I had a flexible job being a real estate agent, and not a very good one, I must say, the store owner called me weekly when they would get a collection, and I would run over there and buy everything I could get my hands on and just put it away. put it in my collection. Soon after that, I started advertising to buy collections in the Toy Shop magazine. I remember a few purchases I made from long distance through the mail. One guy made me a deal to send me a mystery box each month and then work out a price. And I remember opening up the boxes and finding cars that were all wrapped up and not knowing what they would be. I still remember one that I pulled out was a hot pink 36 Ford Coupe. And man, oh man, was it gorgeous. Anyway, another fellow sold me 150 red lines and 150 black walls, and when I got that collection, I was on my way. And so soon, I discovered toy shows, and I found out right away that when the shows opened, the dealers had already bought all the best deals, so I had to get a table at a toy show too. Now, here's a picture of me in my Hot Wheels room with my beginning collection. I believe I had, I had 2 Giovanni cases, 108 car, and they were about half full of red lines and half full of black balls, all the favorite ones. Now, in July of 1991, I started my list. I just wanted to see if I could also sell cars by mail, and so in July of 1991, I sent out a one-page sheet with 28 cars for sale to other members of the Hot Wheels newsletter, and it went very well. And then, as you can see, quickly my collection just started growing and growing. This picture, I have 6 Giovanni cases with over 600 cars, and over half of those in red lines, plus carry cases. And there's one of my big photos that I used to make and try to sell at toy shows. Didn't really go over that well, but they were pretty darn cool. And then in the boxes below there, I have my stock of things that for reselling at toy shows on my list. Here's a picture of me around 1995. Let's see, mid-90s at the Hot Wheels show in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I don't remember if that was a Hot Wheels convention show. I believe that wasn't. That was a Redline, the Redliner magazine convention. We had about 5 Redliner convention magazine conventions. And then around 1995, I created my first website on AOL. And in 1998, I created ToyCarCollector.com. Here's another picture of me at a Hot Wheels convention holding a most beautiful sign that I've ever seen. I wish I would have bought that. It is so cool. Here's a picture of me at the 30th anniversary convention in Los Angeles. That was 1998, and either 1998 or 1999, here's a picture of me holding up the last of my photographs that I had made with my Pentax camera. It was all film still at that point. And there's my 1970 store display and some of my race sets at the time. Here's my collection of red lines on the wall at that time. Here's the 35th anniversary of Hot Wheels convention. That was a really good one, the one when they first started selling the Zamex, I believe. And that's also the convention that I got my 68 store display center. It's not the whole display, it's just the centerpiece with the cars on it. Here's a picture of me selling at a Hot Wheels convention. I think this was either Detroit or Chicago. Possibly even, Detroit. Yeah, definitely Detroit. I like those display cases I had then. All right, and then here's a picture of me and 2 of my friends, Steve Spencer and Terry Bond from Atlanta. We like to get together at the Hot Wheels conventions. Now, one thing I can tell you about Hot Wheels conventions is you will make so many friends there. It is so great, and if you start young, it works even better, because I've known many people from the Hot Wheels convention for 20 or 25 years, and it's really been great. There's Steve and me and Terry, and here we are again with Todd Piontek from Sterling Heights, Michigan, looking at trying to take a picture of ourselves through the mirror. We weren't really skilled at selfies at that point yet. All right, everybody, if you managed to make it through this story, thank you. And also thank you for being a subscriber, watching my videos, leaving comments, and giving thumbs up. I really appreciate it. 500 videos now on YouTube, all made for your watching pleasure. And because I can get this stuff, so I want to share it with you. Because it's kind of boring to be sitting in the basement looking at Hot Wheels all by myself. Now the wife's upstairs and, dogs running around, that sort of thing. But anyway, thanks for joining me. I can get back to normal business now, which is talking about, looking at, and opening collections of Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and other things. So again, thank you for watching this story all about where I came from and where I'm at today. And I really appreciate you guys. Be sure to check out my website, ToyCarCollector.com, for all the things I have for sale, and also RedlineCollector.com for just a look at early Redline Hot Wheels, 1968 to 1970, or 1972. I think on the website just goes up to 72. Yeah, 72. And this, like these 1968 Redline Hot Wheels, I love those things. And if you've got any to sell, contact me right away. I'll make you a good offer. And actually, I don't like to make offers. You tell me how much you want, and I'll tell you if I can do it or not. That's what I prefer. Anyway, that's all for this, and now I can get back to normal business. This has been driving me crazy. It is not easy to make a video like this because I'm not a professional. I just throw these things together and put them out there for you. And I really appreciate you watching. Dave Williamson, Toy Car Collector, ToyCarCollector@gmail.com. That's ToyCarCollector@gmail.com, ToyCarCollector.com, and RedlineCollector.com. Thanks, and we will see you on the next video. Bye now. That's gonna